Hello, how are you? Welcome to your third lesson of percentages. Today you are going to learn percentage increase and percentage decrease in numbers. So let's start over. Okay, so let's start over with your first question, that is you are given a number 2500. You need to increase it by 5%. Okay, for that what is convenient, you always find 1% of the number. 1% of 2500, as you already know that how we can find 1%, dividing by 100. Yes, well done. So when we will divide it by 100, we are left with 25, right? So it means 1% of 2500 is 25. So 5% of 2500 will be, yes, you need to multiply it by 5. So just multiply it by 5. What you will get? 125, right? So it means 5% of 2500 is 125. So is it your answer? No, this is just 5% we have found. What we need to do, we need to increase it by 5%, right? And for increasing, what we do, we need to add the number. So the original number was 2500, and this increase you have to add in the number, right? So now what it will be? 5, 2 and 6, 2. Okay, so 2625 is your answer. Okay, now let's take the other example. Increase 40 miles by 30%. So original is 40, your number is actually 40. We need to increase it by 33%, right? So it means what you again need to do, you need to find 1% of 40. 1% of 40 would be equal to 40 divided by 100. So what will be my answer? This 0 will be cancelled out and we are left with 4 by 10. So I'm not going to solve it further because I need my decimal answer. So when you divide any number by tens, what happens? Your decimal goes back. Your hidden decimal is here and it will move back one time. So it will become 0.4, right? So 1% of 40 is 0.4. 33% of 40 will be 33 times 0.4. Same as we have been doing all the time, that if one ice cream cost £2, 5 ice creams will cost 2 times £5. The same thing I have done over here. Okay, so 33 times 0.4, what do we mean by that? You simply need to multiply 4 by 33 first. Okay, 4 times 3 is 12 and 4 times 3 is 12 plus 1 is 13. Where your decimal will stay now? From right to left, one decimal. From right to left, one decimal. So 13.2 is an increase in 40. So now what you need to do, you need to add it in 40. That means 40 plus 13.2. What will be your answer? 14 plus 13 will give you 53 and this 0.2 will be added as it is. So 53.2 is your answer. Okay. Okay, now let's solve this question. 7900 by 37.4%, right? So again what we need to do, 1% of 7900 will be equals to 7900 divided by 100 and it will give you 79, right? Now 37.4% of 7900, what we need to do, it's a bit long multiplication, so we need to multiply 79 times 37.4, right? So we can multiply it like this, 374 times 70 plus 9. Okay, so when you will multiply, 0 will be as it is and we need to multiply 7 times 4 is 28, 7 times 7 is 49, plus 2 will give you 51 and 7 times 3 is 21. 21 plus 5 will give us 26. Here we need to multiply it by 9, that is 9 times 4 is 36 and 9 times 7 is 63 63 plus 3 will give us 66, and 9 times 3 is 27. 27 plus 6 will give us 33, right? So now we need to add these numbers. 26180 3366. Now your answer will be 6, and 8 plus 6 is 14, and this is 5, this is 9, and this is 2. So what's your answer over here? 29546, where your decimal will stay here, right? So this is your increase in 7900 by 37.4. What we need to do at the end, we need to add it in 7900, right? So now you can do it yourself. You can add these numbers and you can get your answer. Okay, now let's start over with our word problems. Olivia's salary is £16,000. How much her salary? £16,000. Okay, now she is due to get an increase of 4%, so she is very lucky. She is going to have increase of 4% in her salary, right? So original was 16,000. 4% we need to add in this. But for that, what you need to do, you need to find your 4% salary. 1% again is equals to 16,000 divided by 100, and these two zeros cancelled out. 160 is 1%. 4% would be equal to 160 times 4, right? So 4 times 16 is 64, and this 0 will be written as it is. Now we have got the answer of 4%, that is 640. What we need to do, increase means you need to add it up, right? So we are going to add the numbers, and here you go, you have your answer, right? So £16,640 is now her total salary. Okay, look at this question now. John sees this special offer in a shop. Laptop cost £289, mobile cost £159. What they are offering you, buy both items and get 5% discount. Now John buys both items, mean he is buying £289 laptop and £159 mobile. So now how much does he pay? First we need to add the prices of both laptop and mobile, that is 18, and 9 plus 5 is 14, and 3 plus 1 is 4. So 448 is the total amount he has to pay. But now he is going to have 5% discount. 5% discount means how much? First you need to find 1%. 1% means 448 divided by 100. That is 4.48. Why? Because these are two zeros. You need to move your decimal 2 times backwards. Okay, so it will become 4.48. 5% means what we need to do, we need to multiply this by 5, and for that the same thing we need to do, 448 times 5, right? 5 times 8 is 40, 5 times 4 is 20, and it will be 24. Then again 20 plus 2 will give you 2240. Now where your decimal is going to stay? After 2 digits from here, and here it will stay. 22.4 is the discount on total price, right? So now this is the cost 448, and this is the discount. What we need to do now, we need to add this number or take away. When you have discount, it means you are giving less money. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to take away it from 448. That means 448 take away 22.40, right? And you know how to take away the decimal numbers. So here 0 minus 0 is 0, and 10 minus 4 is 6, 7 minus 2 is 5, and 4 minus 2 is 2, and 4. So now this is the total cost he has to pay. 425.60, right? So look at this question now. Billy earns 1200 a month. How much he earns? 1200 a month, right? She spends 30% of this money. 30% of this money. So the other way of finding percentage, as I told you in the last lesson, is that 30% of something means how we can find it. 30 out of 100 times 1200, right? This of means multiplication. So 30% of this money, okay, on rent. So this is rent amount, so we can find it out. Look at these two zeros can be cancelled out. We are left with 30 times 12, which is 12 times 3 is 36, and this 0 at the end. So it means 360 pounds she is paying for rent. Okay, this is the one thing we have found. The other thing is 12% on bills. 12% of 1200, because 1200 is her salary, so she needs to pay from this salary. 30% for rent, 12% for bills. So now 12% of 1200, what it would be? 12 out of 100 times 1200, right? So these two zeros can be cancelled out. 12 times 12 is 144. So it means she needs to pay 360 and 144 out of 1200. How much he needs to pay? 360 plus 144, that is 504, right? This is the total amount she needs to pay out of 1200. How much of the 1200 has she left? So what we need to do? Well done. We need to take away her expenses, right? So what will be your answer? 10 minus 4 is 6. Here is 9 left. Here is 11 left. And 11 minus 5 is 6. So 696 pound is your answer. Okay? Okay, so hope you have enjoyed your lesson and learned as well. So see you in the next class. Take care.